Why did you decide that you wanted to jump into this role after 7 years of not being on film?
I loved the script, and I thought the story was wonderful.
But the beauty is that you're really the moral compass of all of these guys. I mean, even though you have your own struggles, all of your college friends, you're the moral compass. In your life and in your family, who would you say is the moral compass for you?
It changes, it shifts. And thank God I have so many brothers and sisters, because one moment it'll be this brother, the next moment it'll be another brother, another sister. So it switches for myself.
Do you think that you're that for them as well?
Yes, I am. Like I said, I loved the script, and I loved the character, and there was definitely a piece of her that I could relate to. Some of my friends call me their therapist. I'm so far from a therapist, it's not even funny. And I've been married twice and divorced twice. So it's kind of ironic, really.
Is marriage in your future again?
I really don't know.
Would you say that it's an open question? You know, that you're not going to say no, you're not going to say yes. Yeah.
That's fair, but I feel like it's just the piece of paper that really validates what you guys, or that's the way a lot of people seem to look at it. For myself, it's just about a spiritual commitment, finding your soulmate, and sharing your own vows, and you don't need the piece of paper to validate what the two of you have. So I'm good where I am, and he knows that. So I don't know if it will or won't.
Kids in the future? Would you want to have children?
I'd love to have kids.
Yeah?
I'd love to have kids, and I've
maybe
always...
9?
Don't get funny. No. I don't know how Mother did it. I really don't. But I would love to. Jermaine wants a big family. He wants like that amount of kids. I can't.
Well, you're a great aunt. I mean, you have lots of kids already in the family.
Good aunt. Yeah. 27 nieces and
well, you're
nephews.
also.
Janet Jackson's getting married, on the big screen that is, and Miss Jackson was looking radiant at last night's big LA premiere of her new comedy, Tyler Perry's Why Did I Get Married?
If you're not going to be honest with your husbands, then who are you going to be vulnerable with? You! It was great working with everybody.
Earlier in the day, the pop legend admitted to our Tanika Ray she's no expert on the subject.
If I came to you, I was like, Jen, I don't know, is marriage worth it? Should I get married? What would you say?
Don't ask me that question. You would ask somebody who's been married twice and divorced twice?
All life experience that helped her fit right into Perry's tale of love and marriage.
Why was Janet the perfect person for this movie?
The way she fell into it, just the whole cast, it was just like it was ordained for everybody to be there.
Speaking of getting married, Janet's opening up about why she hasn't yet made it down the aisle with boyfriend Jermaine Dupri.
People were saying that we had gotten married, and I don't think he would let that go without it being known. For myself, I don't need a piece of paper to validate what we have.
But never say never.
Would you take his last name?
Of course I would.
And Janet's jump-starting her acting career. 7 years after her last movie, Nutty Professor 2, The Clumps.
You're gonna keep acting, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Catch Janet in action when Tyler Perry's Why Did I Get Married hits theaters next week.
I love that you love your character. What did you relate to your character about?
That she gives advice. Some of my friends call me their therapist.
Really? Got a little Dr. Phil in you, huh?
Well, I don't know about that. I think I'm just a very good listener, is what it is. And they call me their therapist. And I'm there. I try to give them the best advice. I must not be too bad because they keep coming back.
That's what I'm gonna say.
But I used to not be so good at looking in my own backyard. So those are the similarities for sure that we have.
Well, let me ask you this. So if I came to you and was like, Jen, I don't know, is marriage worth it? Should I get married? What would you say?
Don't ask me that question. You would ask somebody who's been married twice and divorced twice? That's not the kind of question.
Oops, you're right. I should check my sources.
No.
No, but maybe, obviously, you're wise now if you've done it twice. And
Well, it's different for every person. Like for myself, and I've always said this, for myself, I don't need a piece of paper to validate what we have. That's just me, though. And not to say that other people need that and it makes them feel valid, but it's about a connection, a spirituality, and finding your soulmate. And I think to share your own vows with one another is enough. It's really enough. Yeah, but that's me. But some other people think the whole beauty of marriage and that having that connection and that bond and the wedding and maybe I feel this way because I've been married twice, but that doesn't mean that it won't happen in the future.
We've talked about this
know.
Before. You're like the happiest you've ever been, and you keep teasing us about when we get married, we'll let you know. So now you're saying maybe it won't.
No. I said to you, I'm sure Jermaine will let you know if we do, because people were saying that we had gotten married, and I don't think he would let that go without it being known.
Announcing it to the world. Would you take his last name?
Of course I would.
You'd be officially Janet Dupree.
Yeah.
That's kind of hot.
Isn't that crazy? It's still JD and JD.
Look at that. It's meant to be. JD and JD. It's meant to be. I'm starting a song.
You are
Speaking
so
of that,
silly.
you know what? Speaking of that, I heard you guys might be doing a duet together. Is that
Who?
true? You and JD.
A duet?
Yeah, why not?
Where'd you hear that from? You're making this up.
Sources.
No, you're serious.
Maybe I'm just wishful thinking.
Yeah.
That could be hot, though.
Well, we're going to work together on the next project for sure. And I'm working with other people as well.
Anybody you can drop names?
Neo, Rodney Jerkins.
Good stable of people.
Yeah, it's been really nice. It's going to be very different for me, but at the same time, still a part of me.
Okay, wait a minute. In what way? I need to mentally prepare.
No. It's just because working with other people, and normally it's just myself, Jimmy, and Terry. So this is kind of different for myself. But it's very nice. It's been wonderful.
Yeah, JD's not only your man, maybe collaborating, but he's also your boss, technically. What's that like?
I guess so. It's good. It's been good. He's not too bossy.
I was gonna say, so when there's a decision on the table, who usually wins? My girl.
You know I do.
A good man knows when to, yes, honey, you're right.
He knows when to keep it moving.
Absolutely.
No. We always, which I absolutely love, because we talk things over. So that's nice.
You guys are evenly matched.
I think so. I think that's the way it should be. And I take his advice too. So I think it's really nice, as he does mine. So
mutual respect, that's the key. Mm-hmm. What would you say is the key to a successful relationship?
Communication, respect, as you say. It's very, very important to have that open lane of communicating. I can't think of there's
honesty.
Well, yeah, honesty, loyalty, and I think it's important to obviously you work, but I think it's also very important to have that private time, that alone time together too.
Are you guys able to do that though?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, sneak away, don't tell anybody.
Yeah, we do. Or just even if it's something very simple, taking half the day to ourselves.
No phones.
No.
You can't get away from your BlackBerry, can you?
No, from my sidekick and my iPhone. I don't know.
You're a little addicted, huh?
Not addicted. It's just there's always something somewhere going on. But there have been moments when we've gotten away from it, though.
There's very emotional scenes in this movie. What did you draw on, especially one emotional scene in this movie? Where'd you get that from?
Oh gosh, not to give the film away at all, but I've never gone through anything like that, so I had to draw on things that were closest to me that has happened to.
Because when I watched this movie, I saw the guy saying stuff I've said in the past, and I was just like, damn, why'd you do that? Why'd you act like that? Were there times where you saw things in this movie and you said,
In Jill's character, a lot.
Jill's character?
Yes. Don't ask me anything else.
What in Jill's character? Because I'm going to ask you.
No, it's true. Of blaming yourself, all the self-esteem issues and other stuff that the whole cheating kind of thing. But in Jill's character, yes. For some reason, most of my friends come to me for advice. Don't ask me. I must do something right and give a little bit of good advice because they keep coming back. But some of them say I'm their therapist. But I'm good at telling somebody from time to time, I should say, and I try to help. But I don't listen to what I tell them. So I'm bad with my own issues.
When you have issues, do you get your girls together and they give you advice? Like in the movie, every time there was a problem, all the women came together.
You have people that you definitely confide in. I don't get them all together, but there are people that you confide in. Your best friends, even Jermaine, he's one of my best friends.
Well, that's what I was going to say. What did Jermaine think when he saw the movie?
He hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, he hasn't seen it?
No.
Do I get an invitation soon?
To
Is there something to... Do I get a...
To what?
You and JD. You and Jermaine.
Well, if it happens, then of course you'll get an invitation, I guess.
Jermaine said no way.
Well, then you have it. You ain't getting in. Sorry.
You must be coming soon. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't know if we will. We'll have to see. Hey, listen, I've done it twice. Maybe he's afraid, and it's okay. Maybe he thinks once you put a ring on my finger, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Is that it? Mr. Hyde and Dr. Whatever it is, you know what I'm trying to say.
I know.
You do get cleaned up really well. I just want to tell you that. You look fantastic.
Thank you.
How did you get ready for this movie? How did you get into such perfect shape? I mean, I know, but tell the people out there.
I didn't train. You mean physical? No, I didn't train. That was the whole thing. I didn't take my trainer with me. There was no time. We were working so hard.
When will we see a new record?
Beginning of the new year, possibly?
Yeah, at the top of the year, yes.
Okay, top of the year. All right, we'll wait.